Hello everyone, I'm Neil DeFranco with Alphont Wissahickon Realtors, and this is Last Week in Springfield Township, discussing residential real estate activity for the week of January 6th through January 12th. One new listing in all of Springfield last week. It is January, it is cold, and things are a little bit slow currently, but we did have one new one hit the market. No existing listings went pending last week. However, as the week closed, there were 12 pending transactions that are scheduled to settle in January, February, March, and through May of 2018. There were 3 properties that sold last week. They actually went to settlement and closed. These properties came to the market in September and October of 2017. And with these 3 properties, they were listed originally on the market between $325,000 and $995,000. One thing that I find interesting is the property that was listed at $325,000, it was or $324,800, was on the market for 33 days, and it ultimately sold for a price of $250,000. Now, that's 77% of the original list price in 33 days. You don't normally see that, and that's why I pointed out that's kind of far off. We should see things in the 90s, especially with the way the market has been 90 to 100+% of what the original list price of the property. Continuing on that thought, the property that was listed at $995,000 sold in 13 days, and it actually sold at $964,500, which is 97% of the list. That's pretty good for that higher luxury market to see prices pretty close to what the original list price was. And then that one, the one remaining property, that one came to the market at $329,900, sold in 3 days for 103% of its original list price. So it sold over its original list price at $340,250. So we had one price reduction last week. One property was withdrawn from the market, and now we're going to move on to the active properties at the end of last week. I'll show you a couple slides there. Thanks.
All right, so here we're looking at our active listings at the end of last week. There were 37 active properties in Springfield Township. We continue to see a shortage here in our most active price ranges, that $200,000 on up to about $600,000 price range. As we go through winter into spring, we should see an increase in listings across the board, but especially these most active ranges here. We do continue to see a spike here in the $700,000 to $1 million range. We continue to have some new construction properties sitting out there. Here we have the current market as of January 17th. I continue to break this out into 2 segments. I've got the price range of $200,000 to $600,000 over here on the left-hand side. That is traditionally the most active area for properties in our township. And then, of course, we have the total market. So you can see here the inventory is already up from last week. We're up to 44 houses, 27 if we look at the sub-market. Our average monthly sales of 17 and 20, and here you see your average price ranges. There is a difference because this right-hand side here takes into the total market, including the luxury market. Our inventory accumulation, this is a good measure for tracking whether or not it's a seller's market. It's ticking up a little bit compared with last week, but it's still fairly low. 2 months to sell all the inventory in the township if you base things on the average monthly sales over the last 12 months. So we'll continue to track this as we move into the spring and see how the market holds up. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me. You can reach me through commenting on this video by text, telephone, or email, and I'm online at realtorneil.com. Have a terrific day.